Hi guys, welcome back to Fishing in the UK. So today I'm going to show you how to tie a 2-hook Paternoster rig. So these are the components I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a swivel, a crimp swivel, another crimp swivel, 2 size 1 hooks and a weight clip. I've already tied one of these rigs, so I'm going to show you how the rig's put together before we tie it. First we've got the swivel and you've got your main line. That's the main rig body, that's £60. We've got the crimp swivel, and on the crimp swivel we've got £25 mono to a size 1 hook. And the same here, crimp swivel, £25 mono line to the hook. On the bottom we've got a weight clip, and this is obviously where your weight will clip to. As you can see, this is quite a simple rig to tie. It's quite a good all-round rig. I've used it on the pier, used it from the beach, used it in the river, estuaries, whatever. All the components that I've used in the video, I'll leave a link in the description down below. So if you want to get some of them off Amazon, you can. If not, get them from wherever you can. This is how we're going to tie it. First off, I'm going to use some £60 mono for the main rig body. I've just got this on a little thing there. And to this, we're just going to tie my little weight clip. I'm just going to use the simple knot that I use pretty much for every single thing in me fishing. I'll stick a little clip on now to show you a little bit of a close-up how this is tied. I normally take the tag end 6 times around the main line, put it through there, a little bit spit just to moisten the line, and then just pull that tight, and there you go. Once you've got that pulled tight, just trim your tag end off. Sorted. And that there is just so your weight will clip onto it like that. So we'll just stick that down there. So I'm just making my rig 3 foot. I've just got this board just so I can keep them mainly all the same. So once I've got that, I'm going to take a little bit extra line, chop that there, and then we're going to add our components on. First off, I'm going to add the little crimp swivels. We're going to add 2 of these on because obviously it's a 2-hook Paternoster rig. Just slip that one on first, and then we'll slip the second one on. There we go. We've got 2 of them on. So once you've got them on, you can just tie your swivel onto the end. Just tie it with that same knot that I've just showed you. Tag end 6 times around the main line. A little bit spit to moisten the line. Put that back through the hole, and there you go. Just pull it tight, and that's your main rig body done. Just trim the tag end off here. So there we go. I'm just going to clip that onto there just to keep it in place while we set these up. So you can put these anywhere you want. If you're making a different rig, you can put this closer to the weight, put this to the top, and you can have a simple 1 up 1 down rig depending on where you put these swivels. So I'm just going to put mine one at 1 foot down, the second one at 2 foot down. And to set these in place, you just take your pliers, and just nip that in place there, and we'll nip this in place here. There we go, and that stops that moving. The reason why I'm using these ones is because they're easier than using like crimps by themselves with swivels, because that means you've then got to have a crimp, a bead, a swivel, a bead, and then another crimp. So I'm just putting 2 of these on. You can use whatever hooks you want on these. For these rigs, I'm going to use the £10 mono because I'm going to be using this rig to catch flounders out the river. So you just take whatever length you need, tie your hook onto the end, do the same thing with this, exact same knot. Like I said before, I always use this knot, it never let us down, so I just continue to use it. If it's not broke, why fix it? There we go, pull that on, trim your tag end, and there we go, we've got a hook snood here. So I'll take a little bit over what I think I'm going to need, and then cut your line, and we'll attach this one to the first swivel. There we go, there's my first one. So I'll just put this hook here for now. That's the first one. So the second one I'm just going to do exactly the same. I'm going to attach some 10-pound mono to it. There we go, that's that one tied. So we've got about that much. So if you want on your hook snood, you can put a stop bead on, you can put a little sequence on. I'll just stick a little sequence on this one, just gives it a little bit of a bling if you want some bling on your rigs. And you can use it as a little stop for your ragworm, so your ragworm doesn't go all the way up your line when you cast out. All I do is just put it once through the hole, put it back through itself, pull it, and there you go. And there you go. You've got a little sequence there. You can move that up and down if you want to, and then just pull your line, and that'll lock it in place so it doesn't move. And then all we've got to do with this one to finish off is tie it to this swivel, like so. There we go, that's our second snood on. So once you've tied your rig, you can actually use these little rig winders to store them on. They're quite handy. I've just got little plastic pins in mine. Pretty much all you do is just put your swivel onto there and just wrap it round. These are a lot easier to store your rigs than just whacking them in your box and they're getting tangled all over. So as you can see there, it's just a nice little easy way to store your rigs. All these fit in a little rig winder box. I'll show you that on a different video. But there you go, that's a simple 2-hook Paternoster rig. So if you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon.